Boy don't play. 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 Boy don't play.
What's poppin', everybody? So once again, Chrisean is the topic of conversation on a lot of people's minds and still trending in the algorithm. Now, before we get into the negative, I do want to get into some of the positive because Chrisean, she was given her flowers recently in these past couple of days. Now, HoodTrophy Bino and NLE Choppa, or NLA as she calls them, both have sat down and issued apologies to Chrisean. Now, HoodTrophy Bino sat down and did an interview, and in that interview, he took accountability for his portion of what happened in their relationship.
He kind of wants to know, you were dating Chrisean at a point.
That's my friend now.
Okay, you guys were friends. Was that like real? Was
that was real? That was realer than everything else. Like, you know, nothing's really real until you like get married and stuff. But like, that was real. Like, you know, like.
Well, what I mean is, some people said it was for publicity, and I guess maybe you guys got mad and might have said that after the fact.
Yeah, we got mad at each other. We both threw our little shots that we threw at each other, but that was just off of both of us reacting off of emotion. But at the end of the day, I fucked up.
Okay.
But I'd admit it finally. I fucked up.
Now, how about that? Accountability. Saying that you fucked up when you fuck up. It gets you a long way with people. But please, Bino, continue.
I ain't gonna say how, but like, it's like, you know.
Now, hold on, sir. We don't need you to tell us what you did because Chrisean already came and told us. You must have forgot that part. And your baby mama told us too. I'm just saying.
Like, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand, from famous people and regular people, at the end of the day, we still the same.
Right.
So it's like, you know, like, I didn't really think about it how I was thinking about it. Well, like, damn, she do got feelings. She is a woman. You feel me? And still doing what a nigga do.
Now, that's the difference between having a mother in your life that's going to hold you accountable and have real talk with you versus a mother that's going to side with you and always make excuses for you. Okay, young man.
So it's like, you know, we play both parts. But we apologize. We back cool, you know.
Okay.
I'm going to be at her fight. When she go to her fight, I'm going to watch her fight.
Now, I already know how some of y'all finna do. Y'all finna get down in these comments and y'all gonna call him all kinds of names. But you're missing the point and you're missing the magic. Because what Bino has done is shown what a man is supposed to do when he's wronged someone. He's taken accountability for his actions. He knows what he did. And he made efforts to mend it so that they can have a friendship. And he will be at her fight in support of her. So I give Bino a kudos. But you still ain't got no pass for me yet, sir. But he did a good job. And more people need to take a little lesson from him on what he just did. And I'm not just talking about Blue. I'm talking about some average, everyday Joe Schmoes need to take this lesson as well. But I digress. Moving right along to the next person who issued an apology to Chrisean would be NLE, or NLA Choppa as she calls him. Now, as y'all know, when he was beefing with Blueface, he said some pretty horrific stuff about baby Chrisean Jesus. But it goes back a little further than that, because if y'all remember, he did that video with Omabu and they had the Chrisean lookalike in there. Well, apparently, he must have seen the errors of his ways and he issued her an apology as well.
Rock. You know, I genuinely apologize for what I said about your beautiful baby boy. It was not right in no way, shape, or form. And I can't believe I let my emotions get me that far. It's just saying something so hideous. You didn't deserve that. That baby didn't deserve it. The baby first didn't deserve it. But you as a mother, I see you trying to go to church. I see you trying to walk. I see you trying to be on the right path. I see you trying your best to be great. I see you trying. And I salute you. And I feel like I was like a test on your spirit in that moment. And you passed it with grace.
Now, I know NLE be on his spiritual stuff, and I don't know if he's admitting that he had a force using him to be a test for her, but he said she passed that test with grace because Chrisean didn't say not a word to him. So maybe that, also pushed him into apologizing to her. But I ain't gonna beat him up, because here's another example of a young man taking accountability and responsibility for his actions and giving an apology. So I salute both HoodTrophy Bino and NLE Choppa for apologizing to Chrisean and apologizing to the baby. But you know who we ain't gonna be getting no apology from no time soon? Old three-finger duty shooter PP Liquor Wack 100. He's not going to be apologizing to Chrisean and won't be advising Blueface to do so neither, because he sat down with Akademiks and he lied to Act, trying to spin a narrative for Blue. So now you know I had to put on my old detective hat and get to debunking for old time's sake. So grab your Henny and your popcorn, because we about to pour this one up.
You and Blueface not trying to take accountability for the kid. They said some kids learn to walk and talk at 7 or 8. Like, that's his kid, though. That's his kid.
Hey, first of all, listen, let's rewind, because we talking about a serious situation, right?
Facts.
Right? We talking about a serious situation. Right? Now, Blueface did something that I was totally against. Right? But he spoke about what he was doing. He did something I was totally against, even inserting himself in that.
Yeah.
But he got a song with Bobby Billions where he makes reference of a fatherless child, right, in his song, right? So in his mind, he knew that that wasn't his.
Even Akademiks looks confusion on this one right here. But don't worry, Akademiks, I got you. Because you see, the song that Wack is referencing came out in 2021, way before Chrisean ever got pregnant, way before they even thought about having a Chrisean Jesus. He wasn't born until 2023. So there could be no way that that song is referencing this specific situation.
And before he got out, love, he seen what had happened with old boy.
Oh my goodness.
The disrespect of it all, because how dare you even mention Ronnie when you said this?
They hit that nigga when he was alive for the next round. They closed casket that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Ronnie, where you rest in piss. Double piss shake. Fuck you, nigga. I didn't know you. All I said was, I believe they should give a man a blood test. You want to call me bitch ass niggas, rats, and all kind. Nigga, fuck you. Rest in piss. Pour piss, you bitch ass nigga. Now run with that. I come from these streets, nigga.
And now you gonna come on here and you gonna even speak on him? The disrespect of it all. I had to say it again. Shameful shit. I hope that his family come after you first.
So when he came home, his intentions was, I'm going to be a dad to the kid. He knew it wasn't. You look at the baby and tell it's the other dude's kid. Respect him,
He
right?
was going to be the father who stepped up?
Yeah, that.
Bleep, that's all, folks. You couldn't even get that lie out straight. You was stuttering and stammering. Nobody believes that Blueface was going to be the step up and step in daddy to nobody, because Blueface is not an honorable person. No matter how you try to spin it, that don't fit his narrative. I don't even see Jonathan Jamal Porter doing that. Do you see that? Let me know down in the comments below, chat.
Because when I said, yo, nephew, what you doing? Bro, we've been begging for a blood test for motherfucking 2.5 years.
Now, Wack has been the only one that has been out here carrying this narrative about this DDC test. And the funny thing about it is, everybody and their mama knows that the DDC is not going to allow nobody to discredit them like that. And I just still don't understand why Lemuel has allowed him to run amok. But we going to let Wack continue and put his foot all in his mouth. Because he want the smoke, and I got it for him.
Oh, bro, if you take the results and run that number with that company, call that company. We did this 18 months ago, bro. They're going to tell you that that's fraudulent. The motherfucker going to come back to a total different name.
Now, Wack claims that he done called up there to the DDC, but according to the DDC's website, they secure the access of the results and they will never disclose DNA test results over the phone. Instead, all consumer DNA test results are securely delivered through our encrypted online portal or via direct mail. And that's off of the DDC's direct website. Don't make me call them to have them say it verbally over the phone, too. And in case you want to go check this out for yourself, there goes the web address at the bottom of the screen.
The number on there, the reference number is going to come back to a total different last name. So when we've been begging her for a test, only one type of woman won't give you a test, one that don't know what the truth is.
Now, Wack has been screaming this narrative since the time Chrisean gave birth to the baby. And if you remember correctly, he was even saying while she was pregnant. All of these people been saying the same stuff and it don't add up. But my question still remains, why is he so invested in Blueface's personal life that has nothing to do with him? Because this is not affecting business. You just all in his personal business. But continue, duty shooter.
When she was smoking and drinking while pregnant, Blueface was handing her the blunt and the bottle of Hennessy.
Let me tell you.
Now, see, this is where Akademiks pisses me off because, sir, stop it. He did not hand her no Hennessy bottle, no none of that. You did not see that. What we did see was him handing her the blunt. But stop with the narrative about her drinking because that is unfounded. Because no one has stepped up out of everybody that's been around her and that she's fallen out with. No one has stepped up and said she was drinking while she was pregnant. And I'm talking about Marsh, Jay, L, Zio, Dakar. Well, she ain't fall out with Zio. DJ Sky. No one has said that this girl was drinking while she was pregnant, and those are the people that was around her the most. And if any of them decide to step up now and say it, they're full of shit because they've heard me call them out on it. So y'all really need to give that narrative up.
Let me tell you something.
You gotta be honest.
Listen, the last time that nigga tried to take a bottle from her, you know what she did, bro?
What?
You know what she did?
What
she
she did?
hit him upside the head, nigga. We had to take him to the hospital. They had to pull glass out the back of his fucking head.
That is not what happened. For those of you who don't remember, Blueface and Chrisean spoke about this incident on their Shark Tank interview that they did. And it had nothing to do with anybody trying to take a bottle from her.
And I was when we pulled up to the house, there was some white dude sitting on the stairs. So I'm fucking with him, like, oh, you look like this, you look like that, you know, just fucking with him. She took it upon herself to trying to kind of defend him. Like, why are you being mean to him?
What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about me.
She had this little cut on her hand from weeks prior. She had to cut herself, and I knew that was a sensitive spot for her. Mm-hmm. So I said, hey, watch your mouth. And I squeezed her in. Mm-hmm. And she just turned up instantly, like, oh no, whoopty-whoop wham. And so she started coming on to me. And so, yeah, that's how that happened. So as she coming on to me, I'm deflecting, obviously wrestling with her.
Next, can we go to the next question?
So once she realized she couldn't beat me, she went outside, she went for a walk. She came back with a glass cup in her hand. I kid you not. I locked the fucking sliding door. I'm like, all right, she finna come do some fried shit. She went for a walk, she came back with a glass cup. I locked the door on her.
Where the shot
She opened the door. I'm like, come on, you know I'm a crip. I ain't finna No, I opened the door.
Pass
boom.
me that cup over there, Turk.
Open the door. Boom. She started coming close to me with that glass. I'm like, ooh, I know she finna hit me with this glass.
And there you have that. It was not because Blue was trying to take a bottle from her. It was because they were fighting. They were having a domestic dispute.
No, I thought she vacuumed it.
What?
We seen it on the show. She vacuumed it out of it.
No, nigga. We took that nigga to the hospital. Fuck that show. Fuck what they showing after. I'm telling you what happened. So, bro, that's a grown ass woman. That's a grown woman. We can't stop that woman for doing whatever the fuck she doing. Nigga, you can try. I'll never forget. We was in UK. Remember we had that fight with the TikTok dude? We was in UK, in London.
Yeah. I remember. Ed Matthews.
What you mean? Listen, bro, we in the club. I had to take the bottle from her. She fighting me with the bottle. I'm like, she pregnant. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, she fought you over the Hennessy bottle while she pregnant?
Listen, Blue on stage, by the DJ booth, doing what he's supposed to do, contractually. I had to take the bottle.
The way these lies spew from his lips need to be scientifically studied because that's not what he said back in April of 2023 when he was over there on Clubhouse talking about Blueface's UK victory.
Holding the mic, and then after that, he put her up there and slid her the mic. They responded to her too in London. They know who the fuck she is. They responded to that girl in London. And Chrisean turned up. She got her little shorts on. She motherfucking twerking on the motherfucking podium. I got the security man. Y'all stand by this girl standing on the little square. Do not let this pregnant woman fall. Please. I looked back, looked at that cup. She said, Wack, orange juice. I know.
Say that again, Wack. You cut out. You said orange juice and what?
I looked back and she had a cup in her hand. She said it's orange juice. Oh, it's apple juice. It's fucking apple juice. It's apple juice, okay? It's fucking apple juice.
Like, don't touch.
Yeah, she don't really fuck around me. That's what I'm saying. Like, she don't really fuck around like that around me. It's like my crazy uncle is here. You know what I'm saying? It's like my crazy uncle is here.
You got that unk vibe, bro.
So let's get this correct. Back then it was apple juice, but today in present time, they were fighting over a Hennessy bottle. Do y'all see what he's trying to do? He's trying to paint a bad narrative over her, possibly block any sponsorship that she could get from her boxing, and separate Blueface from any type of controversy that's coming out right now, because it's probably going to look bad for him. And it's probably already looking bad for him since he denounced his child.
So, bro,
well, I know Blue's your artist, but have Blue ever taken a shot with her?
Bro, you can't put that. You cannot put what that grown ass woman chose to do. People was telling her. Man,
it takes two to create a baby, though, Wack. It takes two.
No, it don't.
It takes two to create a baby, and
if I tell you what, this is what you do.
If I got a pregnant woman around me and I'm drinking every day, and I pass her a cup, and she starts drinking, even if it's not my baby, I'm responsible.
Hey, yo, bro, Blue ain't no fucking alcoholic, nigga. You don't drink every day. Fuck you talking about? Where you get that from?
I remember when they showed up to No Jumper. This is before she got pregnant.
Nobody never known Blueface to be a dope fiend, drink lean. He drink occasionally, nigga. He don't drink no fucking every day. That ain't him.
We'll just leave that up for debate, because we know what we saw with our own two eyes, and I'm going to believe my own two eyes over your lying lips. For starters, Blueface had a whole Hennessy closet underneath the stairs of his house, filled to the brim, and he was drinking that hen dog every damn day. Not to mention that his lips were sitting sideways during that Soulja Boy live and a few other times too. So that is up for debate for others. And let's not forget, there's also the Spice allegations. Now that's what they said. I didn't say it. They said it. I'm repeating it. All I know is that that's in the past, and in the present, he needs to be able to pass them testings for him to get into the boxing ring.
So if she came out and said that he's the one who got her hooked on to alcohol, whatever.
That's a whole lie, because Chrisean was a whole athlete before she met Blueface. Had never drank before, had never smoked weed until she got into that BGC house. So Wack, keep trying to spin and I'm going to keep untangling it.
That would be right.
The world knows. Hey, listen, you know how many times motherfuckers was pulling up on the side of that woman with cameras while she getting high, smoking blunts? There wasn't no Blueface.
And all of those incidents happened after she met Blueface. So again, keep spinning these narratives and I'm going to unspin them. This is why I do what I do, because they always try to demonize her and make her the problem. But everybody sees who the problem is.
Nigga, y'all not finna put that on him, nigga. That's her responsibility as a mother, as an adult, to know what to do, what not to do. That's bottom line. The man got out of prison. He made an attempt to be a dad to the kid, knowing who ain't his.
Wait. Why would he do that, though?
What you mean? Why would anybody not do that?
Because I ain't gonna lie to you. If the kid ain't mine, listen, you know they say if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. If the kid ain't mine, I'm out of here.
You know why? You know why you can say that? Because you're not a father.
And Blue is not that type of dude, okay, where he's going to be claiming a child that is not his. Again, do y'all see him being that type of a stand-up dude? Let me know down in the chat, because that's not the behavior that Blueface has displayed.
Wack telling him go the other way. Guess what I was telling him?
So you told him to leave the kid alone. Like, yo, listen.
I told him leave her alone. Everything had to do with her. Or your ass gonna end up in a penitentiary on some other shit. You got your real children here to fend and provide for. He say, I can't turn my back like that. She gonna have to turn her back on me for me to turn my back on them. So.
And Chrisean has turned her back and didn't look back and hasn't been back since she left Cali and went over there to Baltimore. So what's the excuse, Wack? Because none of this is making any sense. And if all of this is adding up to you, then you are on the wrong page, darling.
At what point in time do this nigga keep standing there and being the punching bag for her motherfucking deceit and lies? At some point, you gotta be like, yo, look, respectfully, this is not my child. I tried, and every time I look up, you using it against me. I can't be in the child's life, so that's cool. I'll gracefully bow out. We can do that blood test any day. The fans should say, go do her shit. Let's do the blood test.
Wack is hollering for a blood test harder than any of the families involved in this. And you know why? Because he wants to go ahead and have Blueface do a new DNA test so that he can finagle the paperwork and make it fake, just like the fake T Grizzly paperwork and all the other fake paperwork that he's got caught out there with. And can't nobody convince me otherwise, because Blueface is not pressing for another DNA test, neither is Carlissa. And y'all know Ronnie's family is not asking for no DNA test neither, just Wack.
So you're saying Blueface will do the blood test?
Right now, any day.
Now that's strange, because that is not what Blueface sat back and told Vlad TV when he sat down with him.
Have you taken a DNA test?
Yeah, we took one when she was pregnant. And
while she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay, so before the baby was born.
Mm-hmm.
And it came back with you being the father?
Yeah.
Because when you talk to Wack, he's still a little bit unsure about this whole situation.
I mean, you know how people are with reality TV. You know, they think certain things aren't real.
Okay, so you're not asking for another DNA test or anything else?
I'm not going to keep doing that.
Okay.
Poor Blucifer. It really makes me think back to what Stunner Girl said, that everybody be all up in his personal business, and that man can't find no peace, can't find no happiness, all in his personal business and his personal space. Well, I guess Blueface is feeling the heat of all of this, because he took to his Twitter and he said, I can't open a single app without seeing myself. I'm tired of being Blueface. Well, it's kind of too late to not want to be Blueface, because you done built this whole persona up, sir. As for NLE Choppa and HoodTrophy Bino, good job, guys, of showing people how a real man handles things. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Y'all already know what to do. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace, y'all. Oh, before I go, if you stayed all the way to the end, give me a hell yeah, Henny, in the comment section so I know you a real one.